as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Santa Clara. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, 19. Check, walk 54, walk 54. Not today, you are. Not today.
Watson on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again is Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Got him in. He finds Sanders. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The 46-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. The throw over the middle taken in. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. This is Breida. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo completes it to Coleman. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Black 80.
Tackles. Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Screen pass really well. You got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. On first down, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. To the air yet again. Watson escaping the pressure right. He finds his man Johnson. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty runs. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, an 80-yard touchdown as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he's going to get this one across the already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Mostert. And some room to roam now. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Michael set. 19.
Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They are going for it. Here's Watson, and this one complete to Will Fuller. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And some space here. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
One, Omaha.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. They'll pass complete here to Sanders. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Niners 38, Texans 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Texans take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Watson, they go screen pass to Hyde. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Watson now to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20! Here we go.
On first down, here's Breida. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
50, plant. Here we go, here we go. Get it.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It's our time. It's our time.
Now a first down throw. Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Watson.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To throw is Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally. From the red zone now, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second down and goal. Watson buying time to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Watson forced out to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team, because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Back to throw, Watson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return, it's James. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's got this down to the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Tight down. There you go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and that'll make it 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep playing.
That's caught inside the 20. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson steps away to his left. And got his man complete. 20, 10, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Play the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the...
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
54 It's just me and you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. It's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 55 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, defense.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Right back to Coleman here on first down. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
You got nothing.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott being chased out left. Oh, Prescott stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
In your face.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
11.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is Mostert. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 8-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much
rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Prescott. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Prescott. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo taking it in. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. And that's Elliott, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Prescott, and there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Here we go.
Garoppolo on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The 49ers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Here we go. Let's go, defense.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Got his target, Samuel, and all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score. Forbath, the extra point, and that will get them one closer.
Makes the score Niners 20, Cowboys 14.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard
Here we go.
line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
And the 49er first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, it's Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here in Santa Clara.
Here we go.
It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up second and 4.
Again, it's Elliott. 7 yards there and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. First down, Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Forced out to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Nick Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, it's Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Garoppolo now to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And we'll get ready for the trek back to the city as we say so long from Santa Clara.
What a great city it is. We're going to have a blast tonight.
Yeah.